What is up, everyone? How you guys all doing on this beautiful Thursday night? What's up? What's up? Show some love in the comment section. Put a hashtag live if you're watching us on the live. If you're watching us on the replay, put hashtag replay down in the comment section. I got a very valuable training for each and every single one of you guys tonight. I'm going to be breaking down the Loom strategy for getting paying clients for your copywriting business. So, if you're excited about this, what I want you to do is put hashtag Loom down in the comment section. If you're watching this on the replay, put hashtag replay. I see we got 3 people on live. What's up? Show some love in the comment section. Put where you're from. Put a hashtag live. If you're watching this on the live, if you're watching this on the replay, put hashtag replay down in the comment section. I got a extremely valuable training for each and every single one of you. If you're right now, if you're in the process of trying to get paying clients for your business, this training is specifically designed for you. Right. Like one of the biggest things that I hear a lot of copywriters, try to land clients or trying to do ads. And I do recommend ads, but not when you're trying to land your first set of paying clients. They try to do cold emails or try to do, apply to jobs on Upwork and all these things as well. But really what I'm gonna be breaking down for you, specifically tonight, is how to utilize Loom as a way to acquire paying clients. Now, if I were to break it down to what I was saying before. Now, like I said, I do recommend using ads, but the thing about it though, when you start using ads right off the bat, you may be throwing money into the fire. Like I always recommend when you have enough money to, kind of put into the fire, use ads. But if you're just trying to get your first set of paying clients, I don't recommend using ads. Right now, with applying to jobs, of course, it's so funny too. I actually used to, when I was a copywriter in 2021, for those of you that don't know my story, I used to be a copywriter back in 2021. And at the time when I first started, for the first 4 months of my copywriting journey, I was actually applying to Upwork jobs. And for the first 4 months, and I have screenshots of this if you'd like to see, the first 4 months of my copywriting journey, I made $6 applying to jobs on Upwork. Crazy, right? And the thing about it too that I've realized is that there's a lot of competition, and most of the jobs that I was applying to, they were kind of like low paying jobs. So, that was one massive con about applying to jobs in my personal experience, right? And then cold emailing as well. I've tried and I've realized cold emailing. So you have to send a lot of emails for somebody to get a response. So tonight's training is going to be a little bit different, where I'm going to be really breaking down how to utilize Loom. Now, if you're not familiar with Loom, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what Loom is, but it's a screen recording app that you can simply download on your laptop. And I'm going to show you step by step how to utilize this platform to start acquiring paying clients. Right. And I'm telling you, it's actually crazy to think about it, because when I first introduced to Loom a few years ago, it's completely changed the trajectory of my business. Right. Because I was utilizing this process to, critique prospects copy and all these things. Well, I'll be breaking that down tonight's training, but this is really the concept of Loom, where we're gonna show you how to get more viewed as an authoritative figure and start giving value to prospects so they can, again, you can streamline them to them eventually becoming paying clients. So if you're excited about this, show some love in the comment section. I see that we got a few peeps. We got 6 people. We got Dean. What's going on, Dean? Hashtag live. What's going on, Lisa? What's up? What's up? We got Nana. We got Colin. What's going on, Colin? What's up? What's up? We got Andy. Show some love in the comment section, folks. I got an exciting training for you guys tonight. I'm actually going to be showing you guys paid stuff tonight. So this resource that I'm breaking down is actually my paid program. So I'm a huge advocate. Like I love to give as much information to each and every single one of you guys, because I want to see all of you guys thrive, which is why I do this. Right. So bring out your notebooks, bring your pens, bring your pencils, because there's a lot of gold information. Because guys, this information I'm breaking down, like my clients pay me to show for this. What you guys are seeing is paid information. This is premium stuff for my personal clients. Like it's actually, this whole Google Doc that you see is inside my program. So please take all the notes, take everything that you guys need to thrive take all the information because I want to see each and every single one of you guys inside this community thriving, growing, and reaching new heights for 2024. All right. So take out your notebooks and let's get ready to rock and roll. Okay. So Loom 101. Okay. So the goal of the Loom approach is number one, you want to write this down, is create trust and be seen as an expert by your critique, even if it's one thing that you're critiquing, and ultimately to help you to speed up the prospect's journey to your copywriting services. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I'm gonna actually send the link, the Loom link. If you don't know what Loom is a free screen recording app that you can download on your laptop. Okay, so if I were to go, so if you could see right here, this is what we like to call Loom. Okay, so it's a free screen recording app that you can simply download on your laptop, right? It's 100% free. You don't have to pay anything. And we want to record ourselves critiquing our prospect's copy. And I'm sorry if you see this crazy guy right here during 7 p.m. EST, I turn into a monster. So if you're scared right now of this face, I apologize. Right. But overall, though, like I was saying before, it's Loom is 100% free. Okay, all you gotta do is just download on your laptop. I'm actually gonna give you guys the link to download at during the live session, so you guys can download on your laptop as well. Okay, but how we utilize it is you want to critique the prospect copy utilizing Loom. Okay, so the first step to building trust with your prospects is to provide free value. Okay, now you guys hear me. If you've been in the Facebook group for the past year, you hear me talk about this concept of trust, 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 and trust. Okay, we want to build trust because I'm telling you, like for me, for example, I hope somebody inside this, who's watching this right now is going to be like, wow, I really like Nick. I built so much trust with Nick. Let me see if I can join his program. Right? Because for me to get people to join my coaching program, I got to build trust with people. And nobody's not going to join my program if they don't have trust with me. And that's the same thing with your prospects inside your business as well. Okay. So for people to invest into you, they need to build trust with you. If they don't have trust with you, they will never invest into you. Okay. Like I just had a coaching call with my clients just now. And, I was talking about this analogy of like dating, for example, right? Like, whether you're dating a woman, whether you're dating a man, in order for you to get somebody to again connect with you, if you date to like you and all these things, right? In dating, they've got to build your trust, right? Like if you're trying to marry somebody, all right, woman, man, whatever the case may be, they got to build trust with you. They don't build trust with you, you'll never get to the end goal. Same concept with which as you're growing your copywriting business. If your prospects don't trust you, they'll never invest into you. This is why I'm so big. You want to give as much free value. And this is what the Loom process is about, giving value to people. And the value is your critique that you'll be critiquing their copy on and letting that streamline slash funnel them into becoming a paying client. Okay. The purpose of critiquing someone's work is to make them aware of their flaws and show them how to fix it. You'll be viewed as an expert in the eyes of the prospect, and they'll see that you can help them with their problem, which is exactly what the Loom approach does. Okay, so the purpose of why we critique the prospect's copy, right, is to make them aware of their flaws and show them how to fix it. And what this is going to do is they're not going to view you as an expert, an authoritative figure. And again, you don't need to be an expert in copywriting to critique somebody's work. You don't. You're going to take one thing, just one thing, and still be viewed as an expert. Whether it's a headline, whether it's the lead, the call to action, something about the email, something about anything, even if it's just one small, tiny thing, the prospect's going to be like, wow, this person knows more than me. Okay. And that is what we're trying to do here, folks. That is what we're trying to do. Okay. So that is the purpose of why we critique somebody's work. Okay. The Loom approach is when we critique your idea. Yep. So the Loom approach is when we critique your ideal prospect's copy and give them valuable feedback on what needs improvements. Okay. On their work. So we're utilizing Loom. We're recording ourselves, critiquing your prospect's copy. And I'll be breaking down what, guys, man, I'm giving so much information inside this training. You guys don't even know. Like you guys don't even, I'm giving a ton of free information that is my clients pay me for this kind of stuff. That's how much I want to see each and every single one of you guys thrive. All right. So again, the concept though is we want to everything, critique everything. Okay. Now, again, Loom is a free screen recording app, and I'm going to put it inside the comment section so you guys can download it. But it's a free screen recording app that you can download your laptop, right? So whether you use Mac, right, whether you have a MacBook Pro, you have Windows, you have Chrome, iOS, Android, or whatever the case may be, it works on all platforms. Okay, so utilize this, download this because I'm telling you, it's going to change the game for your business. It's going to change it. That's how it would change for mine as well. Okay, now before we get into the whole process, I'm very big on mindset. Like if you guys haven't watched, last week's training, my girlfriend and I, where I talked about mindset, please watch this. Please watch that training video. There's a lot of golden nuggets. But I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't have the right mindset coming into Loom, you will again, it's gonna be the biggest downfall for you. Okay. So number one, okay, because when people hear like, oh my God, I gotta critique, I gotta record myself, right? Like they're like, oh my gosh, what happens if it's not perfect? The perfectionist mindset, get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Don't think about it. All right. Because like what tip number one says, you have to embrace the sucking process at first. You have to embrace it. All right. In short, like again, like your Loom videos won't be amazing off the bat. And that's perfectly fine. Right. Like mine wasn't good at all when I first started. Like for if you don't know my story, I struggled with public speaking. I struggled with confidence. I struggled talking to people. Right. So me talking in front of a camera, like I was stuttering on a bunch of words. Like I was like it was bad. But I had to embrace it and do more of it to eventually get better. Okay, my philosophy is this: quantity over quality. Right? Like if I do more of something over time, naturally I'm gonna get better at it. Right? Like I wasn't the smartest kid in in class or, you know, the most kid who's like, yeah, Nick's gonna be the most successful kid. I wasn't none of that, right? But I knew that if I do more of something and outbeat everybody in terms of quantity, I'm gonna eventually crush everybody else, right? So the biggest thing is with Loom, you got to do more of it on a daily basis. You have to do more. You have to consistently do more and more and more of it to get better. All right. Just like it's like learning a new language. Okay. Like at first, like I know for myself, when I was learning Spanish, and I believe it was seventh grade, I learned Spanish. At seventh grade, yeah, that was a big challenge for me. That was a big challenge for me. But as I got, over time, as I started to, um, get into, so from seventh grade to eighth grade to ninth grade to 10th grade to 11th grade, I was learning Spanish throughout those years, and my Spanish got better with time. Okay. And that's the same exact concept with the Loom process, right? With time, you're going to get better. Okay. So initially, right, I stuttered and repeated the same words. But again, as I practiced more and became more comfortable, through failing, you'll get better. All right. Like we want to fail forward. We want to fail forward. And that's the mindset that's needed as you're utilizing the Loom process. Okay. So be okay with, not if you're stuttering in your words, that's perfectly fine. I was doing the same thing too. If you're repeating the same words, perfectly fine. If do XYZ, you feel like the Loom video isn't good, perfect, cool. Let that happen. Understand you need to do more of it to get better. Okay. Number two, be a scientist. So don't get emotional if a Loom video doesn't go well. Okay, your job is to critique your prospect's copy as effectively as possible. This is how you become viewed as an expert in your ideal prospect's eyes. Send the Loom video, review it, get feedback, tweak, repeat. Okay, like you want to be a scientist with the Loom videos, just like a scientist. With as they're experimenting, right? Their first experiment isn't their first experience. They have to tweak it. They have to see what things they could do to improve in terms of the experiment. And it's the same exact concept with your Loom with the Loom strategy as well. All right. You want to review it, you want to look over it, and constantly make sure you're giving yourself the right feedback and tweaking as time goes. Okay. And then three, consistency is king. Okay. So consistency is king. So realize to get people's attention, you need to show up constantly. All right. You need to show up constantly. Okay. Not everybody will respond and be perfectly fine with that. Okay. Not everybody's going to respond to your Loom videos. Some may watch your Loom videos and never respond, and that's perfectly fine, right? But the thing is though, I talk about this. This is why I want you to, if you haven't watched last week's training, I highly recommend you watch it. If you okay, before I even go to the next line, if you haven't watched last week's training, I want you to put hashtag mindset, and I'll send over the training to you next. I'll send over the training in our chat. Okay, if you haven't watched it, what I want you to do is put hashtag mindset if you haven't watched it, so you can get access to that training and watch it as well. All right, but here's the thing though, most are not willing to show up daily. Okay, but you will. So do it, do it. Okay. The reason why most people aren't able to get to the other side or get to the outcome is because they don't show up for themselves. Okay. But understand as well, for you to get people's attention, you got to show up consistently. You got to, no matter what situation it is, whether it's good results, bad, you got to show up for yourself. And that's the biggest thing as well. Okay. And next is grow your muscle. Okay. So the more you send Loom videos, the more you show up, the bigger the muscle will grow and you'll handle more pressure. It's again, rip and rebuild. So pretend like you're working out, right? You're working out, you're working out, you're working out. Like, and if you're working out, you're lifting weights, right? As you continue to do more of it, more of it, more of it, the muscle is building and the muscle is growing. Same exact mindset and concept with the Loom process. The more you do it, the more you get better and better and better with it. Right? It's like a muscle. The more you do it, the more your muscles expand, 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 and the more you get better at it, and the more you can handle more pressure with it. The more you can speak more confidently with your Loom videos. The more you can give more valuable critiques. And again, it's just rip and rebuild, rip and rebuild, rip and rebuild. Okay, so that's the biggest thing I want you guys all to truly understand here. Okay, so number one, mindset. You want to embrace the sucking process first. Number two, you want to be a scientist, understand that consistency is king. And lastly, you want to grow your muscle as well. Is this making sense, everyone? What I want you to do is hashtag make sense down below if this is making sense right now. Let's see. I see we got 7 people on the training, but hashtag making sense if you're getting value out of this as well, put hashtag value down in the comment section. So Ethan says making sense. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Let's see who else is on the live as well. I want to make sure this all making sense for everybody that's watching this right now. So Ethan says making sense. So Chelsea goes makes sense. Love that. Love that. Lisa goes makes sense. That's what we love to see. Okay. So again, guys, embrace the sucking process first, and it's perfectly fine. Even if you stutter, you don't feel confident, that's perfectly fine. With time, just like just like a fine wine, just like wine, with time it gets better. Okay. Very cool. So two tips. So two tips to keep in mind. Okay. So here's the number one rule with the Loom process. Okay. Whether you send a Loom video critiquing somebody's ad, Facebook content, email, blog, etc., you have to be genuine and authentic. Okay. Now, when people hear, oh my gosh, I got to critique somebody's work, how am I going to do that without becoming judgmental? Like I hear it all the time. Like whenever I'm jumping on clarity calls with people, right? One of the biggest things is, oh my gosh, like how am I gonna how do I do it without coming off judgmental? Here's exactly how you do it. All right. You want to be authentic. You want to be genuine. Okay. Nobody likes to feel judged. So be genuine when you send your videos. Okay. Don't come off as this judgmental, judgy individual that nobody, connects with, resonates with. Okay. When you're critiquing your prospect's copy, you want to come off as somebody who's genuine, somebody who's authentic, somebody who's just there to just help. But if you're coming off as, hey, this is what you shouldn't do, this what you shouldn't do, your copy sucks, XYZ sucks, it doesn't look good for you. Okay. So the best thing that you can do is be genuine, be authentic, and be someone that has a as attractive character. Okay. So because at the end of the day, people like people that they like. People don't like people. People will never message you if they don't like you. Okay. So we're gonna call about somebody who is attractive, has an attractive character, somebody who is authentic, genuine, and real. Okay. Love it. Cool. Colin goes, makes sense. So Loom is an app. Got it. I'll definitely have to see if Sarah. Yep. Yep. Very cool. Very cool, Colin. Yep. So you want to come off as genuine and authentic. Okay. Number two, you want to talk as if you would talk to a child. Okay. So what does that mean? When you're sending out your Loom videos, keep it simple. Like you don't need to come off as, this Albert Einstein, using overcomplicated words. No need to use unnecessary words to sound smart. That's not necessary, especially with your Loom videos. All right, as the saying goes, if you can't explain it to a child, it's too complicated. Pretend like you're talking to a third grader. Break down the copy as if you were talking to a child. Your prospect needs to understand what you're saying, not have it to go above their heads. Keep it simple. So when you're critiquing your prospect's copy, don't need to use overcomplicated words to make yourself sound smart. That's not necessary. Keep it simple, right? Just say, hey, XYZ, here's what you can do to improve. Here's what you can do. Keep it simple. No need to say, oh my gosh, like a whole mathematical equation, right? No need to do all that. Keep it simple. Pretend like you're talking to a third grader when you're critiquing your prospect's copy. All right. Next, you want to be empathetic and cheerful. Okay. So, similar to dating, when you're trying to date someone, you want to come off as this hostile individual, aggressive individual in the first date. No, right? Because that's going to turn the person off. You'd come off as someone who's empathetic, cheerful, passionate, enthusiastic, understanding, etc. And you want to treat the prospect that you send the Loom video the same exact way. Okay, this is your dream client. You want to make them feel good. You want to make them feel good. You want to make sure as well that they connect with you, resonate with you. Because just like if you ever went on a first date before, I highly doubt that you came off as somebody who was, completely hostile, disrespectful. No, right? You came off as somebody who was genuine, real, cheerful, empathetic. Pretend like the prospect you're connecting with, that's like your first date. You want to come off as a attractive character, somebody who's they're able to connect with. All right. You want to make them feel good, which is the biggest thing. You want to make them feel good. Make them feel like they could connect with you and resonate with you as well. All right. Now, number three, here is the Loom structure. Okay, so this is really where the gold information is, everyone. So pay attention, take your notes down because there's a lot of value that I'm going to be giving out to you guys, right? I'm going to actually be giving you um examples of me actually critiquing prospects copy so you can actually see exactly how the structure is. All right. So here's the structure of Loom. So number one, you want to acknowledge first. So in the beginning of the Loom video, you want to introduce yourself, connect authentically, and gain their trust. Okay, you want to demonstrate to them that you want to add value to their business and tell them that they are making a difference in the world by creating their business and helping others. Okay, so when you first, start the Loom video, you want to introduce yourself. Say, hey, my name is XYZ. Connect with them, gain their trust, right? And demonstrate to them that you want to add value to their business and help them out. Right. So you'd be like, hey, I was, checking through your business. I see you're doing XYZ, and I love that. I just wanted to send this video out to really help you out, give you value, and making sure that your business is impacting and changing more lives like you're currently doing right now, something along the lines of that. But again, as you can see, I didn't come off right at the bat critiquing their work. Like, no, hey, I'm just looking to help you out, give you some value that I think would be really helpful for your business, and making sure as well that you continue making an impact in the world like you're currently doing. That's why I'm sending out this Loom video, right? So again, telling them that they're making a difference in the world by creating their business and helping others. All right. So first thing that you want to do, acknowledge them. Then after you acknowledge, next stage is you then want to start critiquing. So after you acknowledge them, right? You acknowledge what their work, you introduce yourself. Next stage is now critiquing their copy. Okay. So ultimately, you want to tell them that you want to help them to boost their email metrics, their Facebook engagement or social media engagement, conversion rates, their blogs, their XYZ. So they're not missing out on opportunities to make money. Okay, then after you say that, you then want to describe what they did well in their work. So before you actually start critiquing, you want to talk about the good things that they're doing. So you could talk about, hey, I really like this headline that you did right here, or I really like this lead that you said, or I like this, call to action. I like this, the unique mechanism right here, XYZ. You want to talk about what they did well in the copy first. Okay. Then after you talk about what they did really good, next you want to explain to them that you want to highlight a few minor things that can help them to also whether you're critiquing the email, help them to boost their email metrics, their Facebook, their social media content, their conversion rate, their ads, their XYZ as well. All right. And that is the biggest thing, folks. Okay. So you want to explain to them, hey, I want to highlight a few minor things that could be really helpful for you as well. After you talk about how good, what good things that they've done so far. After you say that you want to highlight a few minor things, next thing that you want to do is you want to find a problem with their headline and their copy. Okay. Like, guys, this information I'm giving you guys all the gold tonight. Like, please take all your notes because this information right here can help you to get a lot of clients to the door, guys. So, number one, okay, so you want to find a problem with their headlines and their copy. So, some key aspects to critique with the headline. Did the headline have curiosity? Did the headline call out their audience's pain point? Did the headline promise a solution? Was the headline specific? Was it simple? Did it have a time frame to achieve results? Did the headline address skepticism? So these are different things that you could critique when you're critiquing your prospect's copy. And here's the best part about it. You can critique just one thing and prospects will still admire you for it. Just one thing. You could critique just one thing. You can see if the headline had, called out the audience's pain point. If it promises solution, you could just critique one thing and prospects will still admire that. Okay. So these are different aspects you critique with the headline. Okay, now here's some key aspects to critique with the copy. Okay, did the lead call out the problem that the audience is facing? Did the lead have a story? Right? Did the lead have a story in the copy? Was there a story? Was there a unique mechanism behind the problem? Did the unique mechanism explain why the reader isn't achieving their goals? Could the unique mechanism have been better? Was there a unique mechanism behind the solution? Did the mechanism explain the benefits of what the reader could do and what it did for the reader? Could it have been better? Right? Did it have the four big emotions? New, easy, big, safe? Was there a call to action? Could it have been better? Was the copy overcomplicated? Was it too many words? Was it short and concise? Is it easy? Like, there's a bunch of things that you guys can critique, guys. You guys can see a bunch of things, right? And again, like I mentioned before, you can just critique one thing and your prospects will admire you for it. Okay. So again, these are a variety of different examples that you guys can critique. So from the headline to the copy, for the copy, it could be, did it, have a call to action? Could that call to action could have been better? Was it too overcomplicated for readers to not understand? Okay. And then after you critique, this is the golden piece to the whole puzzle, right? You want to do a call to action, right? So after you critique, you want to offer the prospect to jump on a free call with you, okay? So after you critique, you're like, hey, XYZ, what I think could have been better was this, and this, right? And if this is something that you'd like to do, how about we jump on a free call where I can understand more about your business, see exactly what you can do, see exactly what I can provide for you, and ensure you have a solid roadmap for your business as well. All right. And then after that, you just end the Loom video. Okay. And then tell them to also respond back to the Loom video if they'd like to do that as well. Right. So call to action be, hey, XYZ, I saw this, XYZ, this could have been better, this could have been better, this could be better. If you'd like as well, let's jump on a free call so I can understand what your business, see exactly what you're about. So if that's something that you'd like to do, respond back to this Loom video and we can connect after that. All right. And then after that, you end the Loom video and send it to the prospect. The thing is, the reason why after the call to action, you want to end the Loom video is because if you start talking about, your grandmother, your family, your friends, football, basketball, all these things as well, and you start to continue to just ramble, it's the prospect is going to remember the last thing that you're talking about. And if you're rambling, after you ask them to book them onto a call, the prospect will forget the fact that you asked them to book them onto a call. So this is why after you say, "Hey, let's book a call together," you end the Loom video. This way, it's the last thing the prospect remembers, right? They then look at the video, they watch it, you get a respond. Hey, I saw that video, love it. I heard that you want to book onto a call. Let's do it. And that's how you're getting people booking on calls with you through the Loom process. Man, guys, if you guys are getting value out of this, show some love in the comment section because I'm spilling out all the tea for you guys right now. All the tea. Put a hashtag value if you're getting this right if you're watching this right now, you're getting value. Put a hashtag value. We got Mr. Ethan. What's up, Ethan? What's going on, brother? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long, Ethan. I feel like I haven't seen you in years, my friend. Ethan and I just had a coaching call. So if you guys didn't get that joke, I know Ethan did. I know Ethan did. But let's see if who else is watching this. If you guys are getting value, put hashtag value down in the comment section. Lisa goes hashtag value. Love it. Let's go. Let's continue rocking and rolling, peeps. All righty. So here's really the last fundamentals. I'm also going to be showing you guys, I'm giving you everything. I'm showing you guys live videos of Nick when he was doing this, when he was in the trenches and he was sending out Loom videos and people were responding to him and he was booking calls to prospects. I'm showing you guys everything tonight. All right. So basic fundamentals and resources for Loom. Okay, so before you send a Loom video, you want to learn the prospect's story, their offer, and who they help. Okay, so before you send the Loom video, right? Before you're like, hey, I'm gonna go send a Loom video, you want to learn the prospect that you're about to send a Loom video. You want to understand their story. This way, you can talk about that when you're acknowledging them. When you're in the not acknowledge phase and you're trying to acknowledge them, you want to understand their story, right? Their offer, who they help, right? And you can do that by checking their website, checking their content. You know, what exactly is their story? Who exactly have they helped? What obstacles do they have? And talk about that when you're in the first stage of the loom structure when you're acknowledging. So for example, if a prospect was struggling with, mental health and overcame that, talk about in the Loom video. You could say, for example, hey name, I was just looking at your website, man, it's so powerful to see that you were able to overcome that. You were able to overcome that mindset obstacle that you had. You overcame anxiety, mental health. You're dealing with depression, all these things, and now you've risen up on top. And now you're actually not only have overcame that, but you're also helping other people. Like that's massive. That's massive. And I really want to acknowledge you for that because that shows a lot of character that you have within yourself. So you see, in the beginning, right? I'm not critiquing. No, no, no. I'm just, hey, I saw your story, acknowledging them, connecting with them. Because again, guys, people want to feel good. Your prospects want to feel good. They want to feel like they resonate with you, they connect with you as well. Okay? You want to mention the acknowledging phase that you love what they do in their business. Okay, so this is massive. This piece right here is massive. Massive, 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 especially in the acknowledge phase. Okay, like when you're acknowledging, you want to talk more about the prospect than more about yourself. Okay, you want to talk more about the good things the prospect is doing. Okay. Second, when sending Loom videos on email, right? What I recommend is create a new email. And the reason why I recommend that is because, sure, you can utilize your own personal email, but I know for me that if I have, an email that has business stuff, family stuff, maybe health stuff, XYZ stuff, everything's all bundled onto one thing, it's going to be so much more. It's going to be just too much. It's going to be overwhelming for me. So this is why I recommend for your Loom videos, if you're going to critique prospects emails, create a separate email, create a separate email and just get all the emails that to go to that email, that new email. This way you could critique all your prospects emails on that email. If that makes sense. I feel like that was a little bit overcomplicated, but I hope that made sense. Let me know. Did that make sense, everyone? Put hashtag make sense. Right? Like essentially, like you don't want to have all your emails. Like you don't want to have one email that's just strictly for business, Loom, family, XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. I recommend separating it so you have one email for your Loom videos, and another email for everything else. This way you don't overcomplicate it. Okay. Ethan goes, makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that. All right. Yeah, so this will avoid prospects email that you can critique with personal emails as well. Okay, so that's the biggest thing. All right. Next, you want to keep your Loom videos at a minimum of 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay. So if you go like 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes, that's way too long. Way too long. Keep it 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes at most. Okay. And 2 minutes as well. Like the least you can do is 2 minutes. At most, keep it 5 minutes. Right. Because you don't want to do it too long because that could be way too overwhelming. Too short, you don't give enough value as well. Okay. If you're sending Loom videos through email, make it a habit to join 3 to 5 email lists on a daily basis so you're able to critique more people's emails. Okay, so this is a massive piece. So if you want to critique prospects' emails, okay, what I recommend is you can make it a habit to join people's email lists on a daily basis, right? Join people's email list. You can go on their Facebook profile. If they have a link on their website, click on their website on their Facebook profile, join their email list, and now you're getting their emails. Okay, so this is a great way. Like this again, what I'm teaching you guys is what I teach all my clients. You join their email list, you see that they have an email list, awesome. They have an email list, boom. Now you're aware that you can now critique their emails. Okay. You can use Loom to critique any type of copy. So you critique their ads, their Facebook content, their blogs, their emails, right? So if you want to critique somebody's blog, go on their website, see if they're what their blog is. Okay. Critique their blog, critique their emails, critique their social media content, their ads, or XYZ. Okay. And you also want to follow up when sending Loom videos, whether it be through email and in Messenger. Okay, so if you plan on sending out Loom videos, if you want to send it to their emails, for sure, you definitely can. But you can also send it through Messenger as well. Okay, you can send it to their Messenger, right? But you also want to follow up, guys. The key of the game is following up. Follow up, follow up, follow up. I'm laughing because I bet you, like even for my coaching business, right? I bet everybody inside this community has probably gotten followed up by me. Hey, what's going on? You remember me? My name is Nick. Do you remember me? Yep, that's me. Right. Right. So I bet you everybody has gotten a follow up. But guys, the game is in the follow up. The game is in the follow up. The money's in the follow up. The money is in the follow up. Okay, so you want to follow up whenever, like the things like even as well, guys. Like what you guys see me doing inside my coaching business, like freaking model that because it works. Model it because it works, right? Like of course, like it's different. Of course, right? Like I have my coaching, but you have your copyright business, but it's ultimately everything that I do as a copyright, same thing I'm doing my coaching business, same exact thing. You want to follow up with your prospects. You want to follow up because that's where the money is in. Right? Like like I said before, like I bet you everybody inside this community has gotten follow up from me. I bet you everybody inside this community has gotten a follow up from me because the money's in the follow up. The money is in the follow up. All right, because that's the thing that's going to get people to again. Hey, here's who I am. Here's exactly who I am. Right, and that's what you need to do inside your business as well. All right, the money's in the follow up. You can send Loom videos in Messenger and through your email as well, like I mentioned before. Okay. So you want to research the prospect. Okay. So you want to research the prospect. You want to check their testimonials, review their content, look at their website before sending the Loom video, guys. You want to do your initial research before sending out that Loom video because I'm telling you guys, this is going to be the thing that's going to help you to move the needle forward. Move the needle forward because when you're researching the prospect, think about it like this. Think about it like this. When you research your prospects, right? When you're researching your prospects, they are going to respect the person who actually looked up who they are. They understand this person. They're going to respect the person who actually gave a crap about who they are compared to somebody who's just there to send the Loom videos and call it a day. And that's the game that we're playing, guys. If you want to stand out, understand you have to do things that most people are not willing to do. Like most people aren't willing to research a prospect that they're going to send a Loom video to. Most people aren't willing to do that, right? But if you want to stand out and you want people to actually respond to you a lot more, you got to do this work. You got to do the research phase. The research phase is necessary, especially if you're looking to get a bigger response rate from people. Okay, so you want to check their testimonials, talk about the people that they've helped. You know, you want to review their content, you want to look at their websites, all before you send the Loom videos. Okay. And then here are Loom examples that you can actually review as well. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys a few. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because it's yeah. I'll show you guys like the biggest parts to the video. All right, so let me make sure that the sound is on. So let's go through. So as you guys can see, like before I play it, like as you guys can see, like I'm literally in this video, I have a sweater on. I have, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to do something and make something work. Right? Like I'm in my parents' basement, like I'm trying. I'm trying to do something to make something work. All right. And that's the mindset that you need to come with. Like, so don't think that you have to have this perfect attire on. You have to have this, suit tie. Like, no. Like, of course you don't want to come out with, ripped up shirts or anything, but again, there's just keep things simple in your life. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. You put a sweater on, put, you know, XYZ, like just keep it simple. No need to overcomplicate it. All right. So
Hey,
let me
Apollonia.
put
My apologies if I pronounce your name wrong, but my name is Nick, and I'm
play
a
the video real quick so you guys can hear it. And let me know, can you guys hear the video by any chance? Say hashtag yes, we can hear the video if you can hear it.
Hey, Apollonia. My apologies if I pronounce your name wrong, but my name is.
Can you guys hear the video? Put hashtag yes, Nick, we can hear it. Awesome. Cool.
Hey, Apollonia. My apologies if I pronounce your name wrong, but my name is Nick, and I'm a copywriter. And rather than me sending you millions of messages on Facebook, I actually wanted to see if I would even be able to help you, even add value to you first before even reaching out. And most importantly, making sure that I'm aligned to your mission and vision. Because there are a lot of coaches I see out there that like to talk the talk, but don't necessarily walk it. But after learning more about you and reading through your story, I was completely mind blown. Just because of the fact that not only are you helping other people to truly ignite that confident version within themselves, but on top of that as well, you're impacting and changing their lives, so they'll be able to create and have the relationship and life that they've always wanted. And I just love that. So continue being the mentor you are and impacting and changing more lives so more people will be able to create the life that they've always wanted as well. So the reason for this Loom video is because I actually opted into your email sequence. I saw a lot of really good things, but I also just want to highlight a few minor things to ensure that you get a bigger open rate, get more clicks, and to also ensure that your emails don't go into spam box as well. Because as you know, if your emails aren't in spam box, not only does that result into wasted time, but that also results into not making as much money as you could have been making. So it's crucial that you have everything down to a T.
I'm talking so fast because it's in 2x. I'll keep it at 1x though.
So as I was reading through your email, I saw a lot of really good things. The first thing I want to highlight that you did really well specifically is a
So it's a little bit too slow for me. So I'm gonna do it at
subject
1.05.
line. It's clear, it's concise, and on top of that as well, it builds curiosity. So great job on doing that aspect inside the email. But as I was also reading through the email, so I just wanted to highlight a few minor things to ensure that you get a bigger click-through rate and more people being driven specifically to the program link that you have right here, and to be able to get the Master Your Confidence audio inside the link as well. And just wanted to derive back to the copy. Now, the copy that you had was good. I really, really like the fact that you were explaining specifically they'll be able when it comes in specifically in the lead where you're explaining how confidence will help specifically when it comes to relationships. Having confidence will help you to get that relationship that you want, and it also comes a long way when it comes to dating in the relationship realm as well. But one thing that I saw that was missing specifically inside the beginning of the copy that could have helped specifically to drive more people to the links and to truly connect with your audience.
So I'm looking at the comment section. So I have it actually at 1.5. So that's why it's coming off extremely fast. I don't talk that fast. I wish I can, but trust me, it's a skill that I don't have. It's at 1.5. Okay, guys.
On a much emotional and deeper level is tapping into the problems that your audience is facing that's not allowing them to ignite that confidence version within them. And what I mean by that specifically is talking about how your audience is really they're overthinking it when it comes to specifically before they start talking to either a man or a woman. They're really overthinking it, and that's essentially causing them to have setbacks in their confidence and not allowing them to get to that to get to the relationship that they want, causing them to feel stuck and truly tapping into the emotions. And this goes back to specifically the research aspect of the copy and really just going into the emotions. And when you're doing this and you're allowing your audience and you're painting the problems in the beginning of the copy, that allows your audience to become more problem aware about their situation, and through the copy you'll be able to give them the advice that they need. And on top of that, as well, you'll be able to give them a solution at the end of the copy. And by essentially putting the copy in this specific template is powerful, because by you stating the problem in the beginning of the copy and you creating a solution, by doing that, your audience will see that they're more problem aware in the beginning of the copy, and then as they're reading, they'll be able to realize.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, right? Like this probably wasn't the best example, in terms of like structure, but like I mentioned before, guys, I was saying like I was listening to myself. I said specifically at least 30 damn times. I said specifically at least 30 times. So, and I was stuttering and like I was saying this and this and this and this, right? I wish I probably choose a better, I'm gonna choose a better example, but you guys get the point of what I'm trying to say. Like your Loom videos, guys, they don't need to be like this perfect, straight, amazing video. Like take the perfectionist mindset out the picture. Guys, I'm gonna say it like I said before. Just do the damn thing. Just do the thing. Please do the damn thing. Please, 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 please. Ethan, I need the hashtag down in the comment section. Ethan's my man for that hashtag. But again, guys, like it doesn't have to be this perfect Loom video. Give the value, critique the prospect's copy, talk about what things they need to do to work on, and then at the end of the video, just simply ask them, "Hey, let's book them onto a call." Okay, like it's crazy because I'm like, wow, this was like me like 2 3 years ago. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, enough of that though. But again, this is what I'm talking about though, guys. Like with time, you get better and better and better and better. Okay, like let me do another one as well. This way you guys can see exactly this. Hopefully, this is a better when it's not too overcomplicated.
Hey, Kristen, it's me, Nick. I'm a copywriter. And rather than me sending you millions of messages on Facebook, I actually wanted to see if I would even be able to help you and even add value to you first before even reaching out. And most importantly, making sure that I'm aligned to your mission and vision. Because there are a lot of coaches I see out there that like to talk the talk, but don't necessarily walk it. But after learning more about you and reading through your emails, I was completely mind blown. Just because of the fact that not only through your persistence, dedication, commitment, were you able to scale and grow your business to where it's at right now, but on top of that as well, now you're impacting and changing more lives. So more people will be able to have more time, have more money, and also have more freedom. And I just love that. So continue being the mentor you are and impacting and changing more lives so more people will be able to create the life that they've always wanted as well. So the reason for this Loom video is because I actually opted into your email sequence and I saw a lot of really good things. But I also just wanted to highlight a few things to also ensure that you get a bigger open rate, get more clicks, and to also ensure that your emails don't go into spam box as well. Because as you know, if your emails are in a spam box, not only does that result into wasted time, but that also results into not making as much money as you could have been making. So it's crucial that you have everything down to a T. So as I was reading through your email, I saw a lot of really good things. The first thing I want to highlight that you did really well specifically is the subject line. It's clear, it's concise, and on top of that as well, it's specific. So great job on your end on doing that aspect inside the email. But as I was also reading through the email, I also just wanted to highlight a few minor things to ensure that you get a bigger click-through rate and to also ensure that more people are clicking the link inside the email. And I just wanted to divide back to the copy. Now, the copy that you had was good. I really, really like the fact that you started off with an email. You're explaining the step-by-step game plan to truly create freedom and create a business where people will be able to have more time, have more money, and also have more freedom and truly create an impact inside their niche. I really like the fact that you did that inside the email. But one minor thing that I saw that was missing that could have really connected with the audience on a much deeper level is painting a problem inside the copy. And what I mean by that specifically is talking about the mistakes that online coaches are making that aren't allowing them to get to that next level inside their business, to be able to have more money, also have more freedom. And talking about the mistakes specifically, like for example, talking about how there's a lot of coaches out there that are cold messaging using outdated strategies that no longer work, that's not allowing them to get to that next level, and painting that problem inside the prospect's mind as they're reading this, so they become more problem aware about where they're currently at. And through the copy, you'll be able to provide them a solution, which is your offer at the end of the copy.
So as you guys can see, right, this is a better example. So as you guys can see, right, I acknowledge, and I mean, I don't think it came off as, judgy or judgmental, right? Because I acknowledged her. I was like, hey, XYZ, awesome job on doing this. Great job on doing this. Great job on doing this. But one thing that I recommend, hey, you could have painted a bigger problem inside your copy, right? You could have talked about this. You could have talked about this. You could have talked about this, right? Then, of course, at the end of it, I'm like, hey, let's book onto a call. But that's the overall structure, everyone. All right. So if that makes sense, what I want you to do is put hashtag makes sense down below. If this was helpful for you guys, but hashtag helpful. Like, guys, this Loom strategy right here, right? Like, I'm very big on, Facebook and, growing your audience and posting content in XYZ. But this strategy, I'm telling you guys, has helped me a ton. It's one of the biggest reasons why I was able to start getting paying clients. And that was one reason why I was also able to start to build my business up to 5K a month. Right. So again, I hope this was helpful. While these videos could be pulled together as a course. You got it, Lisa. You got it. Right. So again, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. Like I'm telling you guys, the Loom strategy, I don't talk about it often. I heavily drive on, you know, grow your audience, post content, message prospects, XYZ. But the Loom strategy, guys, it's a big piece that can really change the trajectory of your business if you do it correctly, right? And we talked about how to do it correctly, where number one, you acknowledge, right? You talk about what things the prospect is doing good. You critique. After that, you do a soft pitch at the end of the Loom video. All right. So any questions? We could do like a quick little Q&A at the end. We have 4 people watching. I hope this was helpful for those of you that are just new to this, new to the group. I do these live trainings every single Friday, every single Thursday, to make sure each and every single one of you are getting value. You guys are growing. You guys are thriving. You guys are striving and doing what you have to do to crush the new year. So break it down. Any questions that you guys may have down in the comment section, leave them down below. We got Lisa, we got Mr. Ethan. What's up? What's up? We got Colin. What's going on? What's going on, player? Yep. Any questions? Leave them down in the comment section. If not, if I don't see any questions, I'm guessing this was extremely helpful for you. You got a lot of value and you don't have any questions for me. Let's see. We're gonna do a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy New Year! No, I'm just joking. But any questions? I don't see any questions down below. So if no questions are down below, we're going to end and wrap up tonight's training. So if you guys found this helpful, be sure to like, comment down below, put hashtag value. But if you guys have any questions for me, message me personally. Always here to connect, always here to help you out and making sure you're moving the needle forward. All right. So love you guys as always. Message me if you have any questions, and let's continue to rock and roll. Love you guys. Bye-bye.